Hey, hey, it's Rachel over at Moonlight Library. I'm here today for a vlog. I haven't done a vlog since maybe July, so I was like, let's do like a short vlog, just something easy. There's no planned reading happening. It's just me and reading vlog. So lately, I've had my Kindle and I have been solely reading Zodiac Academy. I am on the 7th book. I haven't been like reading a ton, I feel like, over the past couple days or months. I didn't do a wrap up for August because I was like, all I read was Zodiac Academy, and I also read Notes on Execution. It was so good. It was so good. But I was like, I'm not doing a wrap up where I'm like, here are these 4 or 5 Zodiac Academy books I read and Notes on Execution. You know? Like that wasn't going to happen. So I've almost solely been reading them. I'm on the 7th book and I was like, I need to read something else. I'm just going to pause it. It's fine. I'm in the middle of a book, but I can't be reading these constantly. And I've hit a point. I've hit my max capacity for right now. I do really want to be reading them, but I've also kind of gotten into a slump with it where I'm not picking it up as often. So I thought, let's switch it up. Let's try and read something else. So I'm going to start with Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. I keep seeing this all over Bookstagram and Book Talk and basically everywhere, BookTube. Everyone's talking about it, and I bought it back when it came out and it was a book of the month choice, and I thought it sounded pretty good. So I think it's like lightly getting me out. Like, yes, it's still like romance fantasy kind of, I think, but it is also not Zodiac Academy. So it's still the mood I'm in, but it's not the same story. Like, we're getting out of that story because, God, the Zodiac Academy books are so long. Like, they get longer and longer. And, like, the last couple are, like, between 700 and 900 pages, basically. So I've been reading a lot of the same stuff, and there's been like a drastic shift in the one I'm reading right now, and I'm just like, I don't do well with drastic shifts, so I need a moment just to like go outside of it and then come back in. Divine Rivals it is. Sounds nice. Hey, do you want to come up here and say hi to everyone? Here's my kitty. Look at the kitty. Last time I held her up for the camera, I undid my microphone. Whoopsies. She's so cute and so sweet. Hello. Hello. This is Grandpa. Grandpa is my little sweetie. Oh, she's like, stop holding me, Mom. I have playing to do. I have places to go. Okay, I love you. I'll show you more of her later. I'll get back to you about Divine Rivals. I don't know why I keep doing peace signs lately. I'm like constantly like, hey there, peace sign. Let me start. I just did it again. What's wrong with me? Look at this. She's like, stop, Mom. Stop, I'm busy. No, don't play with that. Don't play with that. Okay. Stop playing with that. Just crazy. Okay, I'm getting off the camera. Bye-bye. Okay, it's really dark in my room, but, you know, just get used to it. So, I'm reading Divine Rivals, and I am actually really enjoying it. I'm so far about 30 pages in. The prologue actually made my eyes water. Like, I was tearing up. Oh my God. My kitten's getting under the blanket. She's so cute. My eyes were watering up, and it's about this girl. Her name is Ivy? Iris. God, I'm so bad with names. So Iris works at this paper with this guy, Roman. They're both competing for this job to be like an actual columnist. They're both like trying to get assignments to write. It kind of has this like journalistic newsroom, like 1950s style feeling with fantasy involved in it, which I'm really enjoying. It's the background to this place. There's magic, there's like these like magic buildings, there's gods, there's this like god's war going on where there's this one god and this other god that are fighting, and her brother went to war for one of the gods, right? Avra or something. And the other one's like Dorse or something. Just because they live in this one place doesn't mean that everyone is fighting for this one god. It could be one or the other. So there's sympathizers on both sides and people fighting this war for both sides. But everyone in town, like, the war is happening far away, but people are shipping out to join the war. Also, there's something going on. She has this wardrobe at home where she's been stuffing like letters to her brother that are like disappearing. And then one night she stuffs a letter in there and it comes back, "This isn't Forrest." Like there's another letter that comes back and says, "This isn't Forrest." It's like, ooh, who is it? We have no clue. So I have no clue who it is, but I like it. I like it nonetheless. I'm into it. I'm excited to have switched what I'm reading this week and like gotten into something else. And I'm excited to see where this goes because it could be good. Yeah, I feel like I had something else to say, but it is just, it's not there. It's not there. It was like something to do, oh, she doesn't have much money. She left school. Her mother is an alcoholic. Her rival Roman is like super rich. She's kind of struggling to like even buy bread, basically. She ended up getting this journalist job and in this like lucky way where she entered a competition for her writing to this newspaper. And the editor was like, "I like your writing. Come work for me. You get a job." And she's like, "I will take said job. Thank you very much." So yeah, that's all I was going to say. I'm going to show you my teeny little kitty in my dark room. So enjoy. What? Stop peace signing. Ah! Hey, it's your girl Rachel, and I forgot I was vlogging, so we're back. Today is Friday night. Yesterday was Thursday, and it's right now almost 11, and I'm about to go read a little bit. I haven't read it all today. I went out to yoga. I went to work, and then I went to yoga, and then hung out with my friends a little bit, and I just ate, and I'm just sitting around, so let's get to reading. I'll let you know what I'm thinking. Oh, it just changed perspectives to Roman. How exciting. I was also thinking, what would it... Okay, so like they're gods and stuff, right? What if they're all little, like tiny, like little Lilliputians or something, you know, from Gulliver's Travels. And the giants are like, the gods are like normal sized people. And that doesn't make any sense. There are only 4 of them. But I was like, what if? And then I was thinking about if they're all like tiny little people and but this is like the normal world, like how would they get to the water? Like they all have to reside like right next to big rivers and stuff, or like the ocean, but like they need fresh water, so they should be next to rivers. And like how much of the world would it actually span if they're tiny little people? And I don't know. I had a lot of thoughts happening at one time. But this isn't a real thing. Anyways, on I go reading. Hi. Okay, so I'm about 75 page or 73 exactly, not about 73 pages into Divine Rivals. I've decided this vlog is just going to be me reading Divine Rivals because I'm being a slow reader, and you know, we're loving it right now. We're getting Roman's perspective. I just said that earlier. And I'm loving how, well, backstory. So Roman just found out he's to be arranged to marry this girl that he literally just met, and she seems not horrible, but like dead inside. Arranged marriage isn't a big thing in this like world, except for high elites, which he really isn't. He's just in a rich family. Then his father decides to put out an announcement in the paper, blah, blah, blah. Iris reads it and is like, oh my God, like he's courting someone, you know, finds that out. She asks him or like congratulates him about it. You know, this is the time where a miscommunication trope would happen. As we all know, like miscommunication tropes are the worst. Please tell me if you are a person who loves miscommunication tropes, because I don't think I know anyone who's like, a miscommunication trope. Yes. And tell me why you like it if you do, because I am interested to know your feelings if you're positive miscommunication, pro miscommunication. But for me, and I feel like most people I hear about, it's annoying. Anyways, this is a time that a miscommunication trope would usually come up, is like, since they're rivals, they don't really communicate much. He would probably be like, whatever, like wouldn't tell her anything, or like would just be like, oh yeah, I'm getting married, you know, which he's not happy about. But he's forthright and honest, and he's like, yeah, I literally have only met this girl once. It's an arranged marriage. And I like that. I like that we're starting off without, like, the whole premise of the book in a way is a miscommunication trope though, but not a bad, it's not a miscommunication trope, because Roman knows Iris is writing the letters. He's the one on the other side of the other wardrobe getting the letters, and he's writing back to her. And he knows it's her, but at this point doesn't want to say anything, because I think we understand that he enjoys getting these letters. He is kind of fond of the letters in a way and is enjoying communicating with her, but at the same time doesn't want her to know that it's him, because one, she might stop communicating with him. Secondly, she's his rival. He's her rival. Oh, there goes a cicada. I'm enjoying this book so far, and I love the mythology, the mythos of it as well. The world that's been constructed and the ideologies and such within it as well, and learning about the gods, but as well as like kind of this industrial age magic society. It almost feels like feeling of living in a time of Legend of Korra, the sequel to Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's like I'm almost imagining that world is this world without like the Avatar stuff and like all the magic, the bending. So far, I can see why everyone's loving this book. I understand. I will say I am the type of person though, just talking about me, is I typically love books. I'm a lover, not a hater. Well, maybe I'm a bit of a hater. So my plan for today, right now Saturday, is reading primarily, and secondly, I plan on bringing my books that I just did the unhaul for to the bookstore to try to sell them, get store credit. I don't plan on just spending all the store credit right away. I want to be thoughtful about what I'm purchasing if I do purchase, and anything they don't take, I'm going to donate to my library. As I said before, I usually get things in my library. Support your local library, help them. Like they have a used bookstore, and they sell them to help fund different programs and such that they do, and I love that. Yeah, that's the plan for today, and this is outside. You can probably hear the water trickling. Yeah, I have a whole pond set up. Bye. Rachel, bad lighting, tiny kitty. Dude. So I went to the bookstore and I sold my books and I made $112 in store credit. Really good. I ended up getting 4 books, but they're all books that I've been excited to read, so I feel pretty good about it. Trying not to buy too many books. I'm reading Divine Rivals still, obviously. That's what this is about. This is me reading Divine Rivals. I'm enjoying it. I really love it. There's been a very large shift. I'm gonna say Violet. I'm not reading Fourth Wing right now. Iris has her mother's passed away. She left the paper that she was working at to work for the rival paper to go to the war front. And it turns out that her typewriter is magical and is communicating with Roman's typewriter. Like, if they type something with the typewriter and put it in their closets, then it, like, transports. I love that. I think it's so interesting. I'm really glad they can still communicate. I was like, oh no, what are they going to do now? Like, how are they going to talk if the wardrobe's not here? Like, what do you do? You know, she's still able to communicate with him. I'm loving it. I love the new characters that she's meeting as she is now a war correspondent and she's like super far away from Oath. That's where they live. It's just got a really good story. My kitten's trying to play with the cord for the microphone. Do you mind? She's trying to learn how to stand on people's shoulders. That's like something she's working on. She's not really good at it, nor is she wanting to learn it, but it's a necessity, you know? It's one of those things that you want your kitten to know, or your cat. So close. She'll get there one day, and I do believe in her. Anyways, I'm going to get back to reading. I'm about 130 pages in. I don't even know how long this book is. 350. Pretty regular size book. So that's pretty good. I shall get back to you. So I'm a little over 200 pages into Divine Rivals, and I should probably start being a spoiler person. You know what I mean? If you get to this point, spoilers ahead, Roman has gone to be a war correspondent too, and obviously Iris, gosh, so bad with names. Obviously Iris doesn't know that. Iris finds out, obviously, because they're stationed at the same place. This like B&B in this town is where they're staying, and now like he's training her in running and stuff because he's obviously trying to show like get closer to her as Roman instead of as her pen pal that she has a crush on. He says his name's Carver. Not wait for her to actually find out. I feel like it's going to go really horribly though. I have an issue with third act breakups too. I'm going to try setting this down. I'm just talking at you like, yeah, this will do. So I have an issue with third act breakups as well. But I feel like a third act breakup in this scenario would make kind of sense, or like kind of the idea of a third act breakup here, because it's someone who she has, like, Iris has painted Roman to be this horrible person. If he came out and said, hey, the guy you're talking to, it's me, it's gonna go bad. It's gonna go poorly. Like, it's obviously gonna go poorly. She's just gonna assume that he's up to some no good by talking to her through the wardrobe, because he knows who she is and he's come to this war-torn area. Another thing I want to talk about is in the dedication, Rebecca Ross, that's the name of the author, I think. So she says that someone, I don't remember the name she used, someone she knows had suggested that she write from Roman's perspective. And I keep trying to think to myself, what was the book beforehand, before we got Roman's perspective? Because then we're solely from Iris's perspective. We have no clue that Roman is like the other side of the other typewriter, you know? And I wonder how that story was going to play out, because Roman for us, his character is built through himself. Iris's look at him is completely different from the way we actually see Roman because we know Roman, and Iris doesn't know Roman. So I just wonder what that book would be like. Those are my thoughts for now. I'm gonna try and make myself something to eat, but I'm like, I don't even know if I have anything, so I'm gonna scrounge through my fridge and come up with something and put it in my mouth and then chew it and swallow it and eat it. That's the plan. I was like, I hear a kitten, but where's a kitten? Anyways, bye-bye. Okay, I'm back real quick. I just opened a package. I was like, what is this package? I don't have anything coming. And it's finally here. I am Kna from the Barbie movie. Let me open it. Oh my god, it's great. It's so great. I put it over my face. Oh my god. I'm so excited. I got a really big one, so it'd be super comfy, and I could just like lounge in it. It is so soft. Also, I have no food. Everything I have is like things that need to have other things to be food. You know what I mean? Like there's no vegetables here. In other words, there's no food, right? No vegetables means there's no food and no fruit. I can't live like that. I don't want to go to the grocery store though, but it's my only option. I guess I'm going to the grocery store. I don't want to go to the grocery store. Maybe they'll have a slice of vegan cake there though. Maybe I should go. Sounds kind of yummy. I have to put pants on though. Because I'm wearing shorts, right? I'm wearing like sleep shorts right now, so it's not really outing clothes, you know what I mean? I don't even know what I want to make. Okay, bye. I'll figure it. It's feeling very World War I right now. They're in the trenches and a lot of stuff's going on. It's super scary. It's very like reminiscent. Like I keep thinking about like 1917 or All Quiet on the, there goes the dog, or All Quiet on the Western Front. And I love it. Oh my god, high action. Dogs keep barking. Stop barking, y'all. Okay, I'll get back to you in a bit and tell you when I'm back. So I just like, she's like slowly reading this letter from Roman as well that came through the cabinet. So it's like Carver or whatever. And I wonder what it says because Roman really doesn't want her to read it right now because he's like, oh, it's a big giveaway or something like that. And I'm like, oh my god, it's a big giveaway. Dogs! They're upset. Okay. I'll talk to you later. I am almost done with Divine Rivals. I had like 40 or so pages, maybe less last night, but I was so tired. I had to go to bed. Things that I need to address. Something I need to address. The giant, or the gods aren't giants. I don't know where I got this idea, or maybe I was just thinking in my mind, gods are giants. Who knows? No one knows. I don't know. They're not. I don't believe they are. Secondly, I have one little complaint is this whole like they get married before they have sex, and I'm like, feels a little godly. I'm like, I don't know if that's what the author's going for or if it's this like sentimental thing that it's like they're in a time of war and they need to really like connect and bond, but really they've only been communicating and knowing each other for like 6 months. Like I still love it, but you're in a honeymoon phase, baby. So in real life I'd be like, girl, you gone crazy. You should not be getting married. Like, you don't know this guy. You don't really know him. Sorry, honey, but no. But in Bookland, I'm like, okay, sure, fine. You haven't slept together either, so kind of weird. I mean, it's not weird. It just feels a little purity pledge, which is fine. That's totally fine. It's whatever your religion is. But I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm not to speak ill of anyone's beliefs, but that's what it's coming off as. to me. Thirdly, where's her brother? This has a sequel, right? I think this is going to have a sequel. Yes, definitely, yes. I'm going to go yes, because I think I heard someone talking about it, so I'm like, where's this going to go from here? Like, obviously they're together, so that's not really like the thing. They're not going to be communicating through this typewriter thing either, unless they get like separated for some like specific reason. But now they're on the war front. Also, I have a prediction that I think one of the gods is someone we already know. Like, what if Addie were Enra? Whatever. Who knows? Maybe we find out soon. But I think someone we know might be a god. So I'm like, could be interesting, because like we wouldn't know who they are until, I don't know. I'm going to finish this book. That's a plan for this afternoon. And then I'll get back to you and let you know. I was going to say initial feelings. Those aren't initial feelings. Final feelings. Initial feelings are the beginning. Yeah, girl. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Okay, final thoughts, final ideas, final divine rivals. I've almost forgot the name of the book. The second one is called Ruthless Vows. It ended on a note I expected it to end on, because we need some sort of obvious conflict to go into the second book, because, I mean, obviously there's a war and stuff like that could be conflict, but since it's like heavy ties romance, it's like, you know, there's going to be something romantic that's going to be a problem. Like, there has to be some sort of conflict in the romance itself. It can't just be like, they're happy together and doing things. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Also, I expected her brother as well to come back. I knew it was him when he came in the gas mask and stuff. I suspected it was him when everything was going missing, but I wasn't quite sure. I definitely thought someone was a god. Maybe we'll find that out next time. Who knows? But in general, I really enjoyed the book. I don't know. I had so much fun. It's like I couldn't stop reading it, which is exactly what I want and is the type of book I'm looking for. I'm giving it 5 stars because I'm like, that was my type of fun. That was my type of entertainment. This is the book that I want to be reading. Divine Rivals? Yes, divinely, please. Divinely, I loved reading this and will read the second one. Let me know how you like these videos I've been doing where it's only one book that I'm looking at, because I feel like it's kind of easier for me to do like a mini vlog where I just read one book and kind of really like break it down and talk about my reactions to different things and stuff. I did it with Fourth Wing, I did it with Babel. And I feel like there's less pressure on me in creating this vlog than being like, I have to read 3 books. Unless I'm doing a 3-book vlog or 4-book vlog or whatever, where I'm just reading whatever I want and having like no rhyme or reason to it, just genre. Because I do not take kindly to feeling like I'm putting pressure on myself, because I know y'all aren't putting pressure on me. It's me putting pressure on me. So let me know what you think about that. Thank you for sticking with me through this. If you got to the end, put a pen emoji for letter writing, because I don't know if they have a typewriter emoji. I don't think that's a thing. I mean, if it is, put that. Like, I'm not looking at my phone. My phone's charging. Thanks a lot. Love you all. Bye.